In today's video, I am going to teach you how to change a primary column in Smartsheet. This is a quick task, but it helps to move carefully because the primary column determines how your data is identified and shown across Smartsheet views. To begin, open the sheet that contains the column you want to update. Now you need to select the cells in the target column, not the header. Click the very first data cell in your target column. This means you should click the first filled cell under the column name, not the header area at the top of the column. Once you have that first data cell selected, you are going to extend the selection down to the bottom of the column. Scroll to the bottom row in the sheet. While you are scrolling, keep your attention on the column you are working with. When you reach the bottom, hold the Shift key, then click the last data cell in that same target column. This creates a continuous selection from the first cell to the last cell, which is important because you want to copy the entire set of values. After selecting the cells, the next action is copying. Press Ctrl+C. You should see that the selection is copied, and this prepares the data for pasting into the new location. Take a moment to make sure you have copied the intended column values before moving on. Now that the target column data is copied, you will paste it into your primary column. In Smartsheet, the primary column is the one labeled with the bold header. Locate that primary column in your sheet. Then click the very first data cell in the primary column, meaning the first cell below the bold header. Be sure you are clicking inside the primary column itself, not in the header row. Once the cursor is in that first primary column cell, you are ready to insert the copied values. Press Ctrl+V. This pastes the copied data into the primary column starting from the first data cell. If your selection and cursor are correct, Smartsheet will fill the primary column rows in sequence with the values you copied. At this point, the primary column should now reflect the new set of data you intended. It is always a good habit to take a brief moment to scan the primary column to confirm that the pasted values line up with the correct rows. You should not see any missing data or unexpected shifts since you copied the full range from the beginning row to the bottom row. If anything looks off, you can stop and verify the two key things. First, that you copied from the first data cell to the last data cell in the target column, and second, that you clicked the very first data cell in the primary column before pasting. Those two details are what keep everything aligned. That covers everything you need to know, and that is all there is to it.